Hey everyone, welcome back to All Things Dodgers. We've got lots of news to get to, so let's get started. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Alan Ruiz, and I want to start off with a new segment called 1 Minute Recap, where we just go over some breaking news and hot topics right now with the Dodgers. So, getting started, 1 minute on the clock, let's go. Evan Phillips, relief pitcher for the Dodgers, is on the injured list with some right forearm discomfort. Dave Roberts, manager of the Dodgers, says that the injury isn't really all that much to be worried about. They just put him on the IL, that way they can get a closer look at things and make sure it isn't a bigger issue for the future. Tommy Edman, with right ankle inflammation, won't be joining the team this week. They're looking at a possible next week return time. That ankle just isn't really responding as well as they were hoping. Clayton Kershaw is making some really good strides, 6 no-hit innings down in the minor leagues as he recovers from left toe and left knee surgeries that he received last offseason. So looking at a possible mid to late May return for him. Even though he is eligible on May 17, they might want to wait a little bit more on that just to let him ramp up even more securely before he returns. And then finally, Teoscar Hernandez, mainstay in that Dodgers lineup, is on the IL with a left groin strain. Dave Roberts says it will be a few weeks of no Teoscar, and that is our main topic of the day. What impact will this injured list move have on this Dodgers team? Well, Teo is always the guy that you want to see there in the 3 to 5 slot in that lineup, constantly driving in runs. Whether it's a home run or just a slap shot, going the other way, getting the job done, especially in super clutch moments. But now you're not going to have that for a few weeks. So looking at the stats for this year, we can really get a good inside look at what impact this might have. So far in 2025, Teoscar Hernandez has a .315 batting average, a .933 OPS. He's hit 9 homers and 34 RBIs. What a productive hitter he has been so far, really repeating the amazing production that he put up last year in his first year with the Dodgers. So in his absence, who did they bring up? Well, they've brought up James Outman, who, if we remember, he burst onto the scene in 2022, first at-bat in his debut, home run, and then 2023 was his official rookie season, where he finished 3rd in the National League Rookie of the Year race. He had a great year, and then 2024, sophomore season for him, he kind of fell off. Comparing the two seasons, that average dipped so much, 248 in 2023, and then second season, 147. The same trend can be seen in on-base percentage and OPS, 353 to 256 in on-base percentage, 790 to 521 in OPS. Looking at the homers, of course, he didn't have as many opportunities in 2024 because of the limited amount of playing time he had in the major leagues, but 23 homers in the 23 season, and then only 4 in 2024. So that power stroke was gone, and then 70 RBIs in 2023. That's just not even comparable to the 2024 season in which he had 11 RBIs. So it's really been a tale of two Outmans so far in his career. What version of Outman are we getting now in the absence of Teoscar Hernandez? Well, in his second game, he's already hit a 3-run homer, so possibly some good things, but of course, it's way too early to tell. What are the different scenarios that might happen here? Well, as we hope, James Outman may do well. What might come of that? Well, he could get more playing time as time goes on if Michael Conforto continues to struggle. And 2, if he does well, he is increasing his trade value. So as the trade deadline approaches over the summer and the Dodgers feel like they want to go after someone like Luis Robert Jr. on the White Sox, or possibly even a starting pitcher if the injuries mount up and the situation gets that bad, then James Outman, who is performing well in this scenario, will have higher trade value and could find himself on another team, which ultimately may end up being good for him, as we see with Gavin Lux getting the playing time that they deserve on another team. If he doesn't do well, the Dodgers might send him down and call up top prospect Dalton Rushing. Now, Dalton Rushing was drafted a few years ago, and as we know, his primary position is at catcher, which does create a bit of a logjam on this Dodgers roster. We know that Will Smith is under contract for many more years, and as of right now, he's not injured. So where does Dalton Rushing go? First base has Freddie Freeman locked up there. DH has Shohei Ohtani. And so will Dalton Rushing get called up? Maybe not. The coaches and front office staff have mentioned that they want him to develop as a catcher, and when it's time for him to debut, they want it to be as a catcher. They want him to have a long runway to really develop and adjust to the big leagues. As the pitchers adjust to him and then he adjusts back, all that progression that every rookie has to do, they want him to do that, ideally as a catcher. So is that going to be possible now during this short IL stint for Teoscar Hernandez? Most likely not, if it's only going to be a few weeks. My prediction, what I think will happen, and kind of what I want to happen, is that James Outman does well. Hopefully Michael Conforto doesn't keep struggling, but if he does, then maybe Outman gets more playing time. Maybe he increases his trade value and gets traded, but I want Outman to succeed. And as far as Dalton Rushing goes, I think later in the season, more in the August and September months, Will Smith is going to play less games just to keep his health maintained for the postseason, and that will give Dalton Rushing the opportunity to come up, maybe get a couple months of playing time, consistent at-bats, to really develop as a catcher in place of Will Smith during those games that he doesn't play, and really get a taste for what the big leagues is like, and maybe get some more playing time in 2026, next season. He has gotten reps at left field in the past, but of course with the position there is just some confusion there, some difficulty, but it's something that we can possibly look forward to, especially since he is one of the top prospects in this Dodgers system. Well, let me know down in the comments, guys. Are you worried about Teoscar's injury? And what do you predict about James Outman's performance as he's gotten called up during this time? I'd love to hear from you all. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want me to keep making Dodgers content on this platform, please subscribe and continue supporting the channel. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Alan. Go Dodgers, and I'll see you on the next episode of All Things Dodgers.